Bunji Garlin in the building right now. Conversation with Bunji. So Bunji, what one?
Well, first of all, I would like to say a pleasant good night to everyone here. You know, all West Indians, all Americans, all are here. Of course, the V103, the whole team, DJ Kash, Titan, and also all the media houses in here. Revolt TVs in the place, and all the place, Big Plaza Morgan, and all that. Fair Lions is here chilling. We thank everyone. CNN. And also, it is right that we started a proper good night before we get into things, you know. So good night, everyone. Now we could proceed with the evening's proceedings as we proceed. So,
for even doing this, man, for participating and everything, man, I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, once again, you're breaking barriers, because, like, I don't know if you know, but, like, this hasn't really happened in Atlanta.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Nothing this week.
Right, you know what I mean? Definitely not. And definitely not with our station. You know what I mean? So, this is, like, huge right now. Like, this is, like, Atlanta history right now. You know what I mean? So, like, the Caribbean community here is, you know, the morale is down right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you got something to boost them a bit.
Right. And then like, you know, before I got to the station, it was like no reggae was being played really. And then there was definitely no reggae artists being interviewed.
Right.
So then, yeah, and then I got my PD to start at least playing some, let me play some reggae tunes, and then bringing artists up, and then so now, but never in this way. So, you know what I mean? Just Big Tigger, you know, Big Tigger. Big Tigger. Bunji Garlin.
Respect. I like. Oh!
Yeah.
Wow! I feel, yeah, okay, that's real.
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, boss. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So again, we've never had this much content for Caribbean artists, like ever. You know what I mean? And ever. And we're like the #1 urban station like in the country, and it's never been happening for us. So hopefully, you know what I mean? Again, we're breaking barriers. You know what I mean? People Station V103, home of the Ryan Cameron Morning Show with Wanda Smith, DJ Kash, the Fly Asian Kid. I'm in the building, and we're making history right now. History, and I think we're ready. We're ready.
Ready.
We're ready.
Ready.
We're ready. Bunji Garlin in the middle right now. Bunji, wagwan, bedroom.
Everything good. Everything is good.
Bunji, I can't explain to you how happy and proud I am to see you in the city and really, you know, doing this for the Caribbean people in the city.
If you're still in the building, please come to the lobby. DJ.
I think
that might be Natasha.
Yeah.
That might be Natasha.
Natasha.
Yes.
All right, you know, I'll go grab her.
Thank you for coming to our establishment. Hello, cameraman. Nobody just shoot me because I'm in my workout clothes. Okay? Now forget something right for something them. So easy performance tonight. You just gonna come to me.
No.
It's like a live interview.
Live interview.
We don't surprise you.
Differentology. I know you're probably tired of speaking about differentology, but that song, I think, is one of those songs that will never, ever die.
Well, we hope so.
Right?
We hope so.
We're ready. Vikings ready. We're ready.
Just follow us on the media streams, and you will see us. We're all over the place with busy Vikings.
My Bunji Garlin, DJ Kash, People Station.
Work it up. The girl them a wine non-stop. We are the drinks them in a my cup. We're gonna party all night.
Bunji Garlin in the studio with us right now.
Tonight at the very last show. Before we are out on the road. The girl them a really still old.
So let me see your hands up, so everybody now put your hands up, so when if you're ready for the road, are you friend them? Hey! We're ready for the road! Hey! We're ready for the road! No matter where you come from, Trinidad, Jamaica, Grenada, Antigua, St. Lucia, Barbados, hey! China, no business! We're ready! We're ready! Yeah, we're ready! We're ready! Yeah, we're ready! We're ready! We're ready!
the road like free. The music full of wonders, which houses are cheap and free. Everybody on uses food, and everybody in a real nice mood. We're gonna party all night, all night. Drop it low, drop it low. No, show. Drop it low. Show. Everybody wanna dance with somebody. And I need to go so. Everybody wanna turn their hands up so. Everybody wanna tell them. We're ready for the road. Tell them we're ready for the road. Tell them what we say. So we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Next you, give it one time.
Because in some ways, you are, even though soca music has been around for hundreds of years, right? But in some ways, you are the first introduction to soca music to some people. Because some people, like, some of my coworkers have never really listened to soca, but they hear the phonology and they love that song. And they are now into soca music. They come to me and say, how come you never told me, when did soca start? Is this something new? You know? But in some ways, you are the introduction to them to soca.
Right. We can't have 100 or 1,000 artists, and all of us want to sing the exact same thing, right? For the exact same occasion and expect a different result.
Right.
Now, if you look at the international hits coming from Jamaica, you could, the topics somewhat vary.
Right. They talk about love,
they
party,
talk all different types of
everything.
things.
Right.
Which is something that we need to do. We have artists that are doing it, but they always get overshadowed by the moment of festival celebration. Right. So all the songs with encouraging people to live nice and to live in harmony and to live good and to do this and to do that, it plays for a while, and then when the climax is about to come, all that is going to rest. And we don't apply the common sense into thinking, hey, all right, now that the hype moment is done, let's revive some of these songs that we had put to rest that could, continue to give people some hope, continue to encourage people to do good things when the day comes, encourage people to do this, do that. We just leave it and think, well, the season is done, so this whole catalogue of this year's music is done. And we put it to rest. And if we had done that with differentology, that we would not have been here now.
Right.
But the song was so strong that it basically pushed and broke its way and forced its way through every barrier. So I think now, what we have discovered is, I don't want to go out on a limb and sound bossy or anything and say that we found a recipe. But I think
you could be bossy.
No,
the song is mad, veteran.
But I think what we have discovered, is the fact that we are able to do this music in many other different ways and get it to reach people that we never knew it could reach.
Right.
It's just up to us, the artists, on a whole, to harness that moment and be brave about it.
Right.
And don't think. And you see, this is when it's what separates artists from artists. The artistic and really creative people. Those that are extremely creative, we have no fear of ridicule. Right. Because anytime you do something different, you stand a chance of being mashed, trod upon. It's like, what you're doing makes no sense. Because people fear change.
Yeah, and in the beginning, everybody hates everything you do in the beginning anyway. You know what I mean?
And ours is a society that we don't like to feel like you're on the end of the other end of the border. Right? We want to be behind the border. So no one really wants to take that chance. So we try to, we work within the comfort zone. And it's all cool, but then what good does it do for you, and what good does it do for everyone else? If we all want to stay within this little corner pocket, we need to venture out. Some of us look, and that's why we have this aggressive movement. The whole Ground Empire team, Asylum Vikings, myself, Fair Alliance, the whole squad. We are an aggressive movement, and aggressive not in a violent way, but aggressive in the way of we go to this territory that doesn't know soca music. We take the stage, we take the microphone, we present ourselves as though we exist here and you know us for the longest while. Because only two things can happen when you bring something new. It's either you like it or you don't like it. Nothing different. And when you like it, it just works better for us. When you don't like it, it still works good for us because you're going to go into a debate of why you don't like it. And when you spend all that time debating about why you don't like it, you know about this new music that we wanted you to know about anyway.
Right.
Mission accomplished.
So you know too, what I love too though, with the different tools, like you work with Major Lazer, you know what I mean? Because in reggae you always see the mainstream artists, when they have, you know, when that one tune comes over, the mainstream artists, you know, start working with the reggae artists and things like that, you know what I mean? So that was really different in my eyes to see somebody like a crossover, you know, group like Major Lazer, for you to work with them too. You think that had a lot of...
that had a lot to do with it.
Right.
It definitely... Every development with this song, every new person it meets has a part to play in its continuous growth and journey.
Right.
Major Lazer played a huge part in terms of it reaching to different audiences in the world that we may not necessarily have been hired by a promoter to come to.
Right.
Right? Because they touch some very extreme spots too. Anyone who knows Major Lazer touring schedule, they touch some places that you never even heard about.
Right. And still have 30,000 people there.
And people run the place around. And then, you know, for them to play Differentology as one of the main songs, as a must-play song in their set, everywhere they go. And of course, they from the shows, you know, they put the whole YouTube performance up, and then they have the mix CDs out, and people are able to listen to all the songs in the set, and people handpick the songs that they like. And to see Differentology gather that kind of momentum when they went to Ultra and Coachella and here and there and everywhere, and you know, it was incredible to see that movement, and it was much more, in my mind, an incredible moment for soca music.
Right.
Because we don't normally see these things happening. I always say we could, I will say this in every interview that I do till I die. We could check our international hits from the beginning of the existence of our music to now.
Wow.
And it wouldn't be my full 10 fingers.
I think only maybe 5.
Yeah, 8 fingers, 2,000.
8.
Yeah.
Right.
So you check from the first song that sold 1 million copies in the world.
Right.
There you.
Right.
That was a Calypso, the first song to sell 1 million copies. Right. From that, you go to Rum and Coca-Cola, which was in those movies. And right. From Rum and Coca-Cola, you go to Who Let the Dogs Out.
Right.
From not from Rum and Coca-Cola, you go to Hot Hot Hot. Right?
Yeah, right.
Then from Hot Hot Hot, you go to Who Let the Dogs Out. Then from Who Let the Dogs Out.
Who Let the Dogs Out was a
huge.
Big tune. Right.
Then from there you go to Kevin Little, Rupee.
Right.
Then from Kevin Little, Rupee, Differentology.
Right.
I'm
Haitian, so what about Passe?
Yeah, it was
that
a
was
big
track.
But we're talking about international crossover songs.
Right.
We only amount to 8 or 9.
Right.
And this is a music that existing for about a century or more.
Don't let me die.